Hey everybody, I'm Tommy, and today I'm going to show you how I made this paper towel holder with its own built-in small item shelf. Whether it's your first time here, or even if you've been here before, welcome to 1 Minute Workbench. So I pretty much always keep a roll of paper towels in the shop, and for a long time now, I've wanted to install a holder for the roll to make them easier to access. But I'm also really big on making efficient use of space, so whatever I installed, I wanted to make sure it had a shelf. I shopped online for something like this, and to my surprise, I couldn't find anything that had exactly the shape I wanted, and for the stuff that I did find that had a shelf built in, they were all kind of expensive. So by building my own, I not only saved some money, but I also got exactly what I wanted. This is a really simple build. I just used some scraps of 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch plywood I had on hand. The side components need to be made from thicker plywood to allow enough room for the dowel that holds the roll to seat properly. That said, I used 1/2 inch material for the sides and 1/4 inch material for most of the other components. I'll make free plans available for this on my website. I needed to route away material to allow the dowel in place, but I wanted to make it easier to get started. I drew small marks at what would be the end of the router's path and the turn in the router's path. This will make sense in just a little bit. I used a spike to create a hole at the location of each mark. This just helps to get a drill bit started. Using a Forstner bit, I drilled about halfway through the material, and here you can see how the spike's mark helps to center the drill bit. I made some rough marks just showing the material that would need to be removed on each of the pieces. This will just help make sure that I position the material correctly. I used my homemade router table, and I installed a bit that was the same exact size as the one I used to drill the holes to get everything started. I set the depth of the bit, then set the fence so that it was snug up against the edge while the bit was set in the hole. This will make sure that the slot is perfectly parallel with the edge of the material. I did this for both of the side pieces. Using a chisel, I removed the small bit of material that was still present between the two holes I drilled. I also used the chisel to clean up the burrs created by the router. All the pieces were ready, so I started the assembly. I connected the two main components and then added the lip of the shelf to the top piece. This made it to where I could just align the bottom of the side with the bottom of the back wall and the top of the side with the top of the shelf's lip. I of course used glue, and I secured everything loosely together with pins. I then came back and clamped all the joints. I measured the opening between the two sides that would accept the dowel. To make a dowel, I used a piece of galvanized conduit. You could use wood or maybe even PVC for a dowel, but I just happen to have some scrap conduit on hand. I cut the conduit using my homemade angle grinder chop saw, but if you don't have a chop saw, you could always make this cut with a hacksaw. I then filed the freshly cut end of the dowel down to remove all the burrs. A round file works well for removing burrs on the inside, and 150 grit sandpaper is great for putting the finishing touches on the piece. After the glue had some time to dry, I removed the clamps and tested the fit of the dowel with a full-size roll of paper towels. It looked good, so I found a good mounting spot on my toolboard and secured it in place with pins. Shooting the pens at opposing angles gives them the strength they need to hold the unit in place, but allows it to be removed just in case it needs to be repositioned. I'll probably come back and finish it with polyurethane, but that'll have to wait until a later date when I finish all of the various holders I'm making for this toolboard. Hey, thanks for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you get notified every time there's a new episode. I'd love to hear what you think of this paper towel holder in the comments section below. And if you have any quick questions you want answered, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. And until the next time I see you, I hope you have fun building something.